10 most amazing ancient ruins of the world. The world is full of ancient ruins that remind us of our ancestors' glorious past. Although we can get a peek into the history by visiting museums and admiring artifacts, the best way is to explore the ancient ruins and try to assume how humans used to live during the prehistoric times. Number 10. Terracotta Army, China. Located in the Jian province in China, Terracotta Army refers to a rediscovered underground network of more than 8,000 terracotta soldiers that constituted the army and, as per legend, the afterlife companions of China's first-ever Emperor Jing Huan. During that period of history, many kings used to build their tombs before their death, but the Emperor Jingji took it to another level. The cruel ruler decided to bury all the soldiers and artists alive who worked on the construction, just to keep this site hidden from the rest of the world. Number 9. Delphi, Greece. Greece has always been a center of civilization from prehistoric days. There are still several structures from ancient times which depict the splendid past of the Greek nation. Delphi is among such marvelous ruins that were actually the seat of Pythia, the priestess at the temple of Apollo, who is often consulted for advice in important decisions. Located on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, this is an entire ancient town set in the backdrop of picturesque mountains, hence creating a historic as well as a striking site to visit. Number 8. Bagan, Myanmar. Bagan is an ancient city and UNESCO's World Heritage Site located in the Mandalay region of Myanmar. From the 9th to the 13th century, this city served as the capital of the Bagan Kingdom. During its glorious days, Bagan featured over 10,000 Buddhist temples, pagodas, and monasteries in the area. Although the number has immensely declined over the centuries, more than 2,000 structures still remain here today, hence attracting thousands of tourists from all around the world. Number 7. Ta Prohm, Cambodia. Ta Prohm is an ancient temple located in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Built in the late 12th century by the king of the Khmer Empire, Jayavarman VII, this building did not just serve as the Buddhist monastery, but was considered as the largest learning center in the area. Situated right in the middle of the forest, Ta Prohm is beautifully preserved in the state it was discovered. Featured in the movie Tomb Raider, this is one of the most visited temples of Angkors and was included in UNESCO's World Heritage Sites in 1992. Nature has started to take over the structure, and the tree branches growing through the crumbled temple create a photogenic atmosphere. Number 6. El Castillo, Mexico. Located in the heart of Chichen Itza, El Castillo, or the Temple of Cocoon, is a fascinating Mesoamerican step pyramid. The structure features a unique architecture that consists of a series of square terraces with stairs up each of the 4 sides of the temple on top of the pyramid. There's a total of 365 steps around the temple, the same as the number of days in Hab year. Many experts think that these steps were intentionally designed to signify different rituals of that era. The site that makes this structure even more magical only appears twice a year around 3 p.m. in spring and autumn, when the sunlight strikes the main staircase in a way that creates a shadow in a snake-like form, hence inspiring the tourists with this enchanting view. Number 5. Stonehenge, England. England is a country with old palaces and castles that attract hundreds of historians and tourists who want to uncover the history of these amazing structures. Apart from the castles, this country is also home to one of the world's prehistoric monuments, Stonehenge. Built from 3000 to 1500 BCE, this unique site is located in Wiltshire County and is made up of 2 types of stones, including the bigger sarsen and the smaller bluestone arranged in concentric order. Some historians think it used to serve as the solar calendar, while others assume it may be pagan worship place or the old burial ground. The exact reason still remains the mystery, as no one knows why this monument was built. Number 4. Luxor Temple, Egypt. Egypt is most known as the site of ancient pyramids, but there's also another site, Luxor, with an equally rich history. Luxor, or the City of 100 Gates, has a historical significance, as it was the site of Thebes, a place where Thutmose III planned and executed his campaigns. Ramses II started his marvelous developmental program, and Akhenaten first contemplated the nature of God. Often referred to as the world's greatest open-air museum, the Luxor city is full of ancient ruins, including the popular Luxor Temple constructed in 1400 BCE. It's a sandstone temple complex located on the east bank of the Nile River and was dedicated to kingship instead of a place to worship. This temple is considered to be the place where the pharaohs of Egypt were crowned. The Luxor Temple attracts several tourists who want to have a look into Egypt's thousands of years old civilization. Number 3. Pompeii, Italy. Apart from the world-renowned Roman Colosseum, the largest amphitheater in the world, Italy is also known for another historical site, Pompeii. Located near today's Naples, Pompeii was wiped out in 79 CE due to the volcanic eruption of the nearby Mount Vesuvius. Although the clouds of smoke resulting from this catastrophic event buried everything, including 2,000 unlucky souls, they also preserved the city in its original form. Wrapped under a thick blanket of ash and fragments of pumice stone, Pompeii remained hidden from centuries before being excavated in 1748, when an expedition revealed a treasure of arts, artifacts, and ancient buildings, all of which can still be seen and applauded today. Number 2. Machu Picchu, Peru. One of South America's most stunning sights, Machu Picchu is an Incan citadel located above the sacred valley of Peru. Often referred to as the Lost City of Incas, Machu Picchu was built in the classical Inca style with dry stone walls. Built as a fortified area during the reign of the Inca Empire, Machu Picchu features 3 viewpoints, including a sacred site of worship, Intihuatana, a ritual stone related to the astronomical clock, the Temple of the Sun, and the Room of the 3 Windows, presenting magical views of the sunrise. Discovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911, most of the site is now preserved and restored to give an insight into the ancient culture. While hiking to the top, tourists can view Machu Picchu's perfectly designed urban, agricultural, and religious areas. Number 1. Petra, Jordan. One of the internationally acclaimed ancient ruin sites, Petra was built in the 4th century BCE. The city gained popularity in the 1st century AD when the famous Al-Khaznani structure, considered to be the mausoleum of King Aratus IV, was constructed. Gradually, it became the center of trade and other activities and retained its status for centuries. The astonishing city of Petra represents a unique blend of nature and mankind's efforts depicted through perfectly carved structures in the region's red sandstone cliffs. Thanks to the natural pink tone of the rocks, the Petra is also often called the Rose City, named after a poem by John Williams Bergen. Due to the city's unique, jaw-dropping architecture, it is ranked one of the 7 wonders of the world. Rediscovered by Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig in 1812, the lost city is also described as one of the most precious cultural properties of man's cultural heritage by UNESCO. Which of these ancient ruins inspired you the most and why? Share with us in the comments section and keep watching for more videos.